You're almost always never going to change, you know, these humans that are acting so animalistic, whatever race or social class they're in or gender they belong to, these animalistic, pleasure-seeking, selfish-minded people, you know, self-worshiping people, not God-worshiping people. They are prideful, they are selfish-minded, they are about themselves at all costs, despite what the effect is on other people. Those quote-unquote animals, those animalistic people, the Nebuchadnezzar from the Bible, you know, those people also, like, you just can't reason with them, and you can't change their minds. And as much as you want to, as much as like that person might be like a former friend or a family member or a coworker or someone you just, gosh, I just cheer for them, man. I like them. Like, there's likable things about them. Or I used to really get along with them, or they're my family, so of course I want to get along with them or be good with them and have a good relationship with them. But there's just animals, man, you can't change. You can't change their instincts. You can't change their habits no matter what you do. And at a certain point, you need to just move on. At a certain point, you need to just accept that, like, you can't change them and that, like, life happens. Crap happens, you know. So it goes, as Vonnegut used to say, so it goes. Like, the circle of life happens. Nature occurs. Like, the chaos, the organization, that cosmic dance of chaos and order, and that is nature existing around us, like, it's all just happening. It happens. We have to deal with it. We can wish it away. We can say how much we don't like it. We can be in a disagreement of the outcomes, you know. We can not like it. We can really not like that. Like, why did that animal have to cross that road? You know, why did those mice have to pick my dad's house? You know, why? It's not fair. But they did. And you got to man up and you got to get rid of the mice, or else they eat everything in the house. They eat the paper. They crap everywhere. They spread disease. You got to kill the mice. It's not fair, but you got to get rid of them. The possum in the road. Yeah, it's not fair, but I mean, come on, man. You could have just not been as dumb and stupid. You could have just not crossed the road, bro. You know what I mean? It's not fair. I don't want him to. I want him to change his mind, but out of instinct, out of habit, that's just the way that animal is, and that's what happens to that animal. You know what I mean? And God is not fair. Look around. Look at nature. Look at all these animals. Look at the literal animals. Look at the quote-unquote animalistic humans I'm talking about. Who I once was, by the way. Don't think I'm this high and mighty guy that's pointing my finger out like, I'm this elitist, righteous person that has everything figured out. It's like, I was literally that animal for 28 years. So I know. I was the animal that chose to overcome and choose God and choose a righteous path, even if it's more difficult, you know, even if it's not pleasurable, even if it's not self-serving, even if it is requires sacrifice, you know what I mean? That is the path that's not animalistic. The path that goes, I'm going to do the right thing, not the thing that gives me pleasure right now in this moment. You know, that whole allegory or whatever of like the monkey that reaches its hand in the box for the banana or for the food and it can't let go, you know. It can't comprehend that, like, you know, it's going to literally, it cannot let go of that banana because it wants that banana, and it cannot comprehend that, like, its hand is now stuck in the box